What's up guys, Magic Knives here, and today I'm bringing to you a review on the Sightmark Ghost Hunter 1x24 Night Vision. And this is some basic Generation 1 Night Vision. Now, before you click away from this video, this is actually some pretty good Gen 1 Night Vision. It's good enough for Airsoft, and when I was starting to get interested in night vision, I wanted something that was, affordable and decent enough that I could use in basic Airsoft games for like low light. And I know a lot of people will tell you that Generation 2 is sort of the baseline, or even Gen 3, but for something that's just a toy, I think this will be a nice affordable option that you could look into. So I know I'll go into that more in the video, but with what you get in the box, now I got this on eBay on a really good price. This is like half price. I got this for 250 Canadian, and normally this sells on Amazon for like 450 Canadian, and on top you have taxes as well, so it is still pretty pricey, but at least not as pricey as like $1,000 or $3,000 of Gen 2 or Gen 3s. So here's what you're getting. Aside from the monocular, you are getting a head mount, and what's pretty nice is I kind of like these head mounts personally. I'm not a helmet type of person, so I'm going to be running this. And now mine did not come with the chin strap, so all I did was just grab one of my old safety goggles and I looped it through, and now this kind of fits underneath my chin. It's pretty comfortable, helps hold the head mount much more stable. On it as well, you got a little swivel here, and if you press the button it will move it up when your monocular is attached here, and you can move it down just like this. The nice thing is you got some knobs here that you can adjust how high or how low you want it to be. This one will adjust, you can move it back and forth to adjust the distance the monocular is from your eye, and you can also adjust the angle that it's at, if it's low, medium, high, whatever. And also you can actually switch which eye you want it on. In terms of the monocular itself, so you have very basic functions and very simple things. So you got your on button right here, but whatever you do, keep this cover on, because if you open it during really bright environments, you're gonna risk damaging your unit. In fact, it even has a little peephole, so even if you do want to turn it on, you can still look through it. Above that, next to that, you have the IR light. Infrared light is basically an invisible light. It's invisible to the naked eye, but you can only see it through night vision. Now, because this is a Generation 1 night vision, Generation 1 night vision only amplifies light sources by 1,000 times or 2,000 times. Generation 2 does that at least 20,000 times, so obviously it's going to be much brighter and stuff and things like that. Generation 3 does 30,000 or more. So Generation 1 is very IR dependent for a lot of the times. However, I think if you learn to practice light discipline with the IR light, just as you would when you're playing normal Airsoft in the day and you have a flashlight, if you use the same light discipline when you are flashing your light at somebody, you can, I believe you can do just as well with Generation 1 night vision if you have proper light discipline. So you definitely don't want to be keeping this on the whole time, because anyone with night vision will be able to see this. Just practice your light discipline when you're using this. And the nice thing is, say you're using a handgun and you've got this mounted on, it's got a sort of a momentary on feature. When you just lightly press the IR light, it will turn on without you having to click it. So if you just need to take a quick glance in a corner you can just lightly press it and it will momentarily turn on, and then you can see easier if it's too dark of an area for you to see. So this here at the front is a little knob as well. You can actually turn it left or right. This adjusts the focus to the distance that you're looking at. Now, obviously how you adjust it is going to depend on how far you are looking. This takes 2 AA batteries, and this is the 1x24 version, so it has no magnification whatsoever, which is easier, of course, because you don't want to be like zooming in on something too much with something like this. Now, one issue I've had with this is that because of the way the J-arm is designed, you will see it is longer one way and shorter the other way. So when I got this, it was mounted over my right eye. So if the goggle were facing the other way, it would be something like this. It would be further away from my eye. Now, when you play Airsoft, you've got to wear safety goggles. So even when I wore safety goggles, this one isn't a big issue. However, because I'm cross-eye dominant, I shoot right-handed, but I look with my left eye, and particularly when I'm shooting a pistol. But when I'm just looking around with night vision, because remember, you can't aim with your night vision with your gun since the goggle gets in the way. So you will have to use an IR laser with this. The nice thing is it does work with an IR laser. You will be able to see it. I will insert some footage of this, of what it looks like through the monocular. Now, as a disclaimer, the camera does not see as well as your eye does. So as good as the image you may see is, or as bad as the image you may see, your eye will still be able to see it better. So guys, this is a quick demo of the device right now. Now I'm doing this upstairs, just out the window. It's pretty dark right now. You can see a tiny bit of light, but either way it's pretty dark. So I'm gonna put the device over the camera, and with the low light conditions right now, you can actually see fairly well. What you're seeing right now is probably around like 70 yards, give or take. If I'm bringing it around here, there's some more light coming up from this side, so you can see it's lighting up pretty well. This is with the IR light off, so if you go to more the dark area here, it does get a little bit tougher to see. So again, these are the limitations with Gen 1 night vision. It only amplifies light by 1,000 times. Now if I turn the IR light on, you can see how much it amplifies the image. So I mean, what you can do is, if I turn it off, you can do a momentary on just to take a quick peek and then turn it back off. So again, while not the greatest night vision device compared to generation 2 or 3, I think for Airsoft, for the distance that you shoot your Airsoft guns, this will suffice pretty well. So don't think all generation 1 devices are complete crap. And one thing I did do is I also included a Butler Creek lens cover. This is just a basic one, and it'll actually pop open as well. But this is designed to be my sacrificial lens. So when I'm in the dark and if I'm playing Airsoft, I will be taking this off, and then I will place this over. It fits pretty tightly, so that way will protect it from BB shots. And then I also took a little bit of plastic that was laying around, and I cut that out, and I also put that over the IR light. So if worst case scenario, if we get shot, hopefully it does not damage the IR light either. So do keep those two things in mind. I would suggest getting some Lexan or the Butler Creek lens cover, the clear one, as well as getting some clear Lexan or maybe just some plastic and put it over the IR light as well. Now, when you get Generation 1 device, or just night vision in general, one thing you have to remember is night vision isn't magical. It still needs light to operate. If you were to completely enclose yourself in a dark room where no light would leak through, you still wouldn't be able to see anything, even with the most powerful and expensive night vision. The way night vision works is it amplifies any surrounding light nearby or within the sight of the night vision. So these are Generation 1s, and you know what I would do is I would suggest getting a separate IR flashlights that you can probably just mount on your gun, and you can really increase the potential that this has for your night vision setup. So I just recently purchased a separate IR flashlight. I'll showcase that in another review, but if you do that, I think you can really maximize your ability with Generation 1 night vision alone. So I will put together my own night vision setup in the near future once I get all the items that I need, and once I complete it, I will do another review in the near future. So anyways, if you have any questions about this item, please let me know down in the comments below, but hope you enjoyed this review. Until next time.